Boy, oh boy, we're playing 7 Deadly Sins again.
So for the past couple of weeks, I've been playing this game non-stop. I've been loving this game so much. Legit, I've probably played about legit. Can I stop saying legit? So I've been playing this game for a solid 16 hours a day at most. This is definitely probably my most favorite gacha game to play. I mean, for crying out loud, I made a freaking starter guide and translations video for this game. So I don't know how this video is gonna go. I'm just grinding out some things to upgrade the hearts into, like, I think it's like the third chapter house, whatever. Because if you do that, you get like a 30 gems or diamonds. I don't know what they're called. And essentially I get a multi. This game has been really popular recently because all I've seen is so many content creators just making so many videos over this game. However, I want to get into that a little bit more. Now, this is supposed to be a joke video, but I've noticed there's so many content creators just making outlandish titles and thumbnails, and it's just kind of mind-boggling. I can go to YouTube, type in 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and about 90% of the videos I see is all Demon Meliodas, without Demon Meliodas even being mentioned in the entire video. People are really leeching off Demon Meliodas when he's not even playable in the game yet. A lot of people are also misforming people in the game on how to do stuff, which isn't necessarily correct on how to do it. Now, I don't want to get too in-depth and like call out people, but I just feel like I want to express my opinion about this, just because honestly it's kind of gotten crazy. I will say though that this game has helped out tremendously for other YouTube content creators, and it makes me happy to see that this game is doing very well, considering that's a gacha game that I genuinely love, and it's probably one of my favorite gacha games, honestly, of all time. This game is so addicting and really fun. And of course, most of the people may, probably like Dokkan for its grinding factor, right? This game is grinding factor times 2. You grind so much out of this game, and it's just fun, honestly. There's always something to do in this game, and I haven't gotten stuck at any part yet. Well, minus, chapter 6, which I'll get into that a little bit probably in this video. This game is really casual. I mean, all I'm doing is just grinding out on auto. I'm just legit sitting here talking while this plays out. I'm doing nothing. I'm just talking. God, what am I doing? I just find it very disingenuous that people are making all these videos and misinforming people, as well as just clickbaiting the hell out of them. And again, like I said, this is a joke video, hence why the title and the thumbnail are what they are. I just want to express my opinion about this on the interwebs, even though my opinion really doesn't matter. However, if you guys do generally want to learn more about the game, if you guys want to, you can look at the starter guide I made, but I'll mainly recommend you checking out the Discord for this game. I just want to, put that out there. This Discord server is actually amazing. It helps you with a lot of stuff. If you have big questions, a lot of the mods and the whatever. Now, ignore this team I'm using. This isn't really the best team I have. I could probably put way better units in, but I just clicked on the auto thing and it just gave me this team. This isn't usually something I would use. These videos could go to being like my Legends videos, where I essentially just talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. Tell you guys stories, what's things going on with my life, if you guys generally care. Just something, I guess, to entertain you. I don't know. But again, if you guys generally want to get better info about this game and learn about the right ways on how to play it, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you and blunt. I would not recommend going to YouTube videos. Yes, there may be one or two couple videos that are generally good and actually helpful, but about 90% of the people who are playing this game are just putting out misinformation and just not the really proper way to play and how to beat, harder stages, which of course chapter 6 is one of the hardest chapters we got, which is also the, the latest chapter we got. It is very dummy hard, and there's a lot of strategies that you have to do and play that a lot of YouTubers don't really tell you how to do, and they just tell you, they just throw stuff out of their ass. So I highly recommend you going into the Discord server if you have any information. They will tell you the proper things, what you have to do, and how to beat higher stages and even raid bosses for better teams and all that stuff. So in this game, you have to be very strategic in a lot of situations, like story. A lot of the times you're always switching up your teams, changing which is who and what works best against this certain event. And that's one of the things why I really love this game the most, because I'm always constantly changing up, always thinking and how to, beat the hardest boss. Now, of course, this game can be very frustrating as well. A lot of the times in most stages is also heavy in RNG. Now, most of the time RNG isn't, kind of the best things in most of the case. Honestly, the issues I have with this game are very little. Some things I'm just also kind of nitpicking in. But honestly, this is, in my opinion, I'm gonna completely be honest with you, this game is probably the closest thing we got to being a perfect gacha game. Like, this is probably my favorite gacha game of all time. Of course, Dokkan's kind of still not my number one, honestly, just because it has a kind of special spot in my heart. But if I never really played Dokkan, this would 100% be my favorite and, you know, probably the best gacha game in my opinion. I mean, this game just looks gorgeous. Just like, look at the background of this game. And then, oh god, it just destroys, dude. Also, I want to say that this game is astronomically free-to-play friendly. This game recommends you to level up pretty much essentially every free-to-play card they give you. They're just really just top-tier units. You can go on tier lists, and those free-to-play units are number one, honestly. Maybe not number one, but this red bond in the middle, and this blue king on the right, those two are free-to-play units that are must-haves, especially for the story, because they are so viable. Honestly, in chapter 6, this red bond is going to be your best friend. With that attack he just did there, he actually gets rid of one of the ult gauge bars. And most of the times in chapter 6, a lot of the, you know, units will get their ult in like freaking one return, and the ult does like freaking 100,000 damage to you. So of course you don't want to be getting hit by that, because that's probably an insta-kill. Just another example on how strategic you have to be in a lot of these events you have to do in this game. Again, this game is not easy. It can be very frustrating and hard. But that's also, you know, me being me, I find challenging games to be really fun. And this game is just honestly perfect for me. So again, my opinion, closest thing we got to a perfect gacha game. If you guys are a fan of 7 Deadly Sins, just play this game. Now, if you guys are wondering how to play this game, if you're on iOS, you have to make an iOS iTunes account, or if you're on Android, you can make a, well, not make an account. No, you could go on Google and type in QOAP, QOOAPP, or QUO. No, it's QOOAPP. And then essentially what that is, it's a Japanese game installer, game store in whatever, you know what I mean. And essentially you could buy it off that. What am I saying? You can download any Japanese game on that. So that is the way you can get on iOS. And you could just download 7 Deadly Sins there. And as well as if you're on Android, you could also get the Flip. It's like a rotating app where you're able to rotate this game horizontally, which you get to play it in a bigger view, which makes this game look 10 times more amazing than it already does. But of course, as I'm on iOS, you know, I can't do that, sadly. Again, if you also want to play it on emulators, I highly recommend playing it on BlueStacks. It is the best way to go. Like I said, this video was going to be a little bit shorter than most videos. I assume so. I don't know how much I've been talking in this. But... oh yeah, and also CoinShop Demon Meliodas is going to be here.